everybody. Happy Easter. My lovely friend Juno is here with her gorgeous hands
Hi,
and
everybody.
her
Happy
big
Easter.
crystal
Happy
heart.
spring.
I love your heart. Is that just quartz or
Yeah, it's quartz. It's a really pretty one.
that's gorgeous?
Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. It's
I've
the
got some
only,
really, sorry?
I said, the only quartz, let me grab them, I have are these two, and they're
Oh,
not.
nice.
And
Very nice.
one of them came with a pack of cards I bought, and the other one came from my surrogate daughter who brought it to me. Said, "Here, Mom, you need another quartz."
There you go. I wish I could stop it too. I'm like potato chips, and then um, my friend that I used to work at the gym show with for many years, and she's also my Jiu-Jitsu mentor. She picked up a bunch of stuff for me at this last gem
Yeah,
show. There you go.
I have, I have
You're
two
a
big old.
lightweight, Sherry.
I know.
It's scary at
I
my
know. I
house.
showed him one time on air, and Jen from Jen's World Tarot. Next thing you know, I'm getting a message saying, "Girl, we need to talk."
Yeah.
That's not how you keep those. I'm like, hey, that's the only place I got to put them right now. So, and
Hey,
as it is, I fight
know,
the cat to stay out of them.
this is the biggest Herkimer diamond I've ever seen. I don't know, can you see that?
That's
It's
pretty.
it's like almost 2 inches long. It's
Wow.
huge.
And what is it?
A Herkimer diamond, and they come from they're actually a quartz. They're like the shiniest quartz, and you don't have to clean them like you do other quartz when you take them out of the ground. They're really shiny,
Oh,
and
wow.
they come from Herkimer, New York, and my ancestors settled Herkimer, New York, way back in the day. And this kind of quartz like seeded quartz on the whole planet. So it's really, and it's got a lot of really, it's good for like dealing with electromagnetic frequencies. It's good for everything, good for connecting psychically. It's good for all kinds of good stuff. So
Awesome.
I've never seen one that big. I was like, so I'm starting up an eBay store so I can offer some of my mandalas and support
There
some
you
crystals
go.
for sale and
Oh, do
stuff.
you make
So
those? You make the
yes,
mandalas?
oh yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah,
wow. I didn't realize that.
yeah. Every
I'm
stitch
going to
is a
have to get
prayer, and
one from you.
they all have, each mandala has a story behind it, and every stitch is a prayer. And I play certain music, like it's a very spiritual thing when I'm working on them, really sacred.
Well,
So
yeah. That's what gives it its energy, its power. We're gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to get one. Those are cool. And
thank
I
you.
am I am not an arts and crafts person. I am what I lovingly call myself is arts and crafts challenge. I can't make two sticks stick together.
Yeah, but everybody's got their forte. There's other things that you're good at.
That's it. I'm just not good in that area. I don't know. It's my mother could draw beautifully. My son can draw and paint and play music and write music and all that. I'm like, what happened to me, man? It's like it skipped me entirely. I was the athlete. Me and my brother both. We were the athletes. So um, I know when people first hear, God, that's gorgeous. When people
This is
first
a new,
heard
new
my
labradorite.
son, play music or something, and they would ask me, "Oh, well, what instrument do you play?" And I tell them I play the stereo, and I'm very good.
Right? I play the spoons.
I could tune those stations right in. That's what is that?
That's labradorite. And it's
Oh wow.
actually in real life, it's like really deep blue. It all depends on the light you've got going on, but it's
Yeah, I
like,
can see the blue in it.
but it's
It
like
looks like
almost
gold
totally
and
blue
black as
looking.
well.
Yeah, but it's almost like totally blue when I like in person. You don't see as much of the yellow. It's, how it is. It's got a quality to it that
Yeah, that's
just
beautiful.
feldspar in it. So yeah, another one of my new babies. And the hard thing is, I get all these crystals to sell, and then it's like, and I want that one, and I want that one. I can't let them go. But then I get to the point where, okay, they got to go to, you got
Yeah,
to move
that
on in
yeah.
your journey.
I get online and look places like at Jen's store that she finally has up and all that. And it's
Oh, cool.
Like, oh, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. It's like I can't afford any of them.
Well, and here's the thing, the prices have gone way up because, like a lot of the countries now, I know Madagascar, I think is one of them. They're charging a 30% tariff or whatever just for them to take the stones out of the country.
Oh
And then
wow.
shipping is so much more. And I think there's other tariffs coming into the country and everything's gone up,
I
like
used to have
transportation, housing and all
um
that.
Lori, the positive way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that huge amethyst geode that she has that sits
Uh-huh.
on the floor behind her. I used to have like probably the other half of that when I
Wow.
was little. That we, I don't remember. I was like 7 or 8, I guess. And I had gone with my grandparents to. We had driven up to Oklahoma to go visit some family from Southeast Texas. We drove up north to Oklahoma, and on the way we stopped at some little, side road shop, tourist type place, and they had all these rocks and everything from huge boulders to little bitty chips,
Mm-hmm.
all outside. And back in the day when you couldn't give the rocks away, I mean,
Right.
people were like,
Exactly.
"What the hell I want with a rock?" But I
Exactly.
remember seeing that geode, and it was that deep purple, and it was sparkly. I've always had a thing for bling, I have to admit.
Me too.
And I saw that sparkles, and I loved it. So my granddaddy bought it for me.
Oh,
He maybe paid $10 or $20 for it. We're talking back in the
wow.
late '60s. So
Wow.
today it would be worth a hundred
Mhm.
times that, I'm sure.
Easy. Yeah.
And I had that doggone thing. I hauled it around with me for years. And somewhere along the line, I lost track of it, or it got left, or
Yeah.
somebody
Somebody
filched it
walked
out of
off
a
with it.
box that I was had packed up, and like anything, when you move a lot, things kind of just disappear, never to be found again.
Well,
I know
back
when my
in
son got out of the Navy, he the ship he was on, they get their, they have their part of their uniform is a baseball cap with the ship's name and all that on it. And when he got out of the Navy and he came back here, and he couldn't find his hat, and he was really upset about it because you can only get it if you're on that ship. And so a friend of his who was still in the service got him another hat and sent it to him. And that was years ago. And it'll be what, 2 years in August, we moved into this apartment. And when we moved and we were hauling some boxes in, and there was a box that probably hadn't been opened in 6 or 7 years. And so I opened the box to see what was in it. And there sat his hat
oh, how cool.
in, in the box on top of a bunch of other stuff that was not related to the hat at all. And he was like, I must have set it down and didn't realize it when we were packing stuff up
Yeah.
from the move before.
Right.
And I just laughed. I said, well, now you got two hats. So,
That's cool.
and, but, so anyway, we're yakking along here, and, hello, hello, hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming to spend your holiday Sunday with us. Um, that really makes me feel good. We're going to do the Destiny card readings and the Oracle card readings. So if you want a Destiny card reading on yourself, we just need the birth month and the birthday. We don't need the year.
And I'm
We don't.
just identifying what their card is. I'm not giving a fresh reading. That's a different thing. We're just
Right,
identifying what birth by their birth date if they haven't had it done yet.
right. And if you've already had yours done, and maybe you'd like to get your one of your children or your spouse or somebody like that, feel free to put their name and their birth month and birthday in. And like Juno says, that's just a general what that card stand, what that birthday stands for, I guess, or what's associated with it.
Yeah,
It's
which
not a
card is associated with that date? Yeah.
right. It's not a full on reading. You would have to contact her for that, and she can give you a full on reading with your full birth date and everything. And that's really cool. Um, so, and then um, she's going to do, and then for everyone that y'all put in, we're going to have Juno's going to do a destiny card, and I'm going to do an oracle card for you. And
And I can do oracle cards too if they don't want
oh,
a destiny card and we just want to do the oracle cards. We can
just
do that.
yeah, okay, there you go. So if you just want oracle card reads, then we can both do an oracle card. Um, that is strictly up to you. Whatever you want. I figured we just kind of take it easy and
Just play today.
just hang
And
out for a
also,
while.
if people had a simple Jinshin Jitsu, what do I do self help question, like I've got a headache, what do I do? Or,
Uh,
I'm not obviously not diagnosing or anything, but if there's some simple things or dealing with stress or having some, emotions going on, we'll see if we can
Yeah, say the
get you some
word,
help.
and Juno's your girl, man. She'll tell you exactly what area to pinpoint to help out with that. So, and before we kind of get started, I've been shuffling here all along. I want to do like just a general card
Okay, I'll
for
do
the
one too.
day.
I'll do one
And
too.
ooh, the rose's kiss.
Oh,
Isn't that pretty? What does that mean? There's so many things that could mean. So I'm still learning this deck. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies desk by
mm-hmm.
uh, Colette Baron Reed. And it says, take a deep breath. That's for this one here. Take a deep breath and center on the feeling of joy. Allow your senses to awaken and connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer. Pleasure is part of life. Let yourself surrender to it. Um, it says, our modern times often present a false ideal of how we are meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over reliance on technology. Um, so try connecting with nature, going for a walk. Try connecting with your family that's there in the house with you all the time. That you never seems. Everybody's got their face on the phone or the tablet or the computer or something. So just try to connect with all of your senses today. Um, if you're, if you follow uh, what Jesus taught, one of the things that he talked about was learning to love one another unconditionally, um, to just be as honest and open with one another as you can, um, which is good advice. So yeah, wow, we already got 6 people up. So
Yay. That card has a ladybug on it, right? On that rose, on the card you just had.
um, it did. It has a
Yeah.
ladybug on it right there.
That always, and because that ladybug, because it's like ready to take flight, it reminds me when I was really little, and you know how the old doors used to be, and you pushed a button in to lock it, like below the doorknob there was this little pin kind of button,
Uh
and I
huh.
had done that mistakenly and locked myself in the bathroom, and there was a ladybug flying around in there, and I was screaming like bloody murder. You would have thought there was a pterodactyl in there. I remember that's the only time I remember as a kid, like just losing it, you just screaming, and of course everybody thought it was hysterical because it's like it's a ladybug.
Yeah.
Every
It's,
time
it,
I see that card, I always think of that. I always go to my childhood bathroom and I scream.
I hear you. I'm still like that with bugs. I see a bug and it's like squeal and kill it, kill it, kill it, get rid of it. Something, just
I
get it
pulled a
away from
card.
me.
I pulled a card for us too, if I can, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Go, go.
So this is card 13, and this is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and this is also Colette Baron Reed. And the
Oh,
card
wow.
is Cat Spirit, claim your independence. So, even though you're in a house full of people and all and you're connecting to them, still remain independent. And this card also talks about allowing space between yourself and others, that's okay. Like like how people get so familiar with each other, they can sit in the same room and read a book and still feel close, even though they aren't talking, you know? Um, and also, it talks about the world mirrors back to you. So whatever you're putting out there, be aware of the energy you're putting out there and how you're presenting yourself. Because if it's like you're feeling like, man, the world just sucks, or everything's going wrong, or whatever, look at what you're doing yourself, that you're mirroring that challenge back to yourself.
That's it.
And it also talks about being confident. So that's another thing about the mirror. If you portray confidence, and how you handle yourself through life situations, you'll be perceived that way. So get your meow on.
There you go. There you go. 'Cause cats can be very warm and loving and lovey dovey on their schedule,
And then they turn around and bite
not
you in
on
the ankle.
yours. Yeah, they'll be lovey dovey one second and then they'll meow at you the
Yep.
next.
Yep.
Very much so. That's like our little kitten. Well, I don't think technically she's considered a kitten anymore. Um, still got really sharp teeth.
Oh yeah. They're like
And
needles.
let's see. Okay. First up is
Oh,
Teresa Levine,
hey Teresa.
January 24th.
Give me a second. Got to switch up my cards. Nothing up my sleeve. January 24th. Let's see. Oh, get out your betting cards again. It's the 3 of diamonds.
There
Creative
we
finance.
go.
Yeah, creative finances, money concerns, financial uncertainty, and your challenge is reliance upon others. So perhaps you're someone who, money is a challenge for you, and that's like, I know that this is, even though this isn't my card, I can relate to this sense of, uh, you know, some instability in the finances. So with your challenge being the reliance upon others, it's okay to rely upon others. Just keep it in balance. Keep it clean, keep everything up front, and
There you
you
go.
do whatever you can to give back. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the same form, but so
All
that's your card,
right.
Teresa.
And I pulled for you a tall tale, which basically, see, is Pinocchio. Who's that? That's Pinocchio on top. Um, Basically, it's saying today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability a lie is exposing to yourself and to others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end.
Wow,
So seek truth today. That's a good one.
very good.
Right. Let me see here. All right. Next up, we got NJS 55,
Okay.
June 26th. Oh, I'm a June baby too. But
Are
I'm
you?
at the
You're a
beginning,
June bug.
but I'm at the beginning of the month.
So for NJS, we have the 4 of clubs, mentally strong, keepers of knowledge, stubborn, having a practical mind, relates to the earth, and your challenge is staying centered. Look, can you guys read that? I don't know. Does that come through?
Yeah.
Is it readable? Yeah.
Sometimes yeah, it's a little blurry on the words, but
Yeah. Well, we're doing our
there
best
you
to read
go.
it.
Now you
Is that
had it.
better? Go closer. Okay.
It just focused in on it.
There we go. So fours are about stability and clubs are about, mental pursuits, and they're also related to the earth element. So this is somebody who's really got a good foundation, a good mental foundation, and that your challenge is staying centered. So But then, when you've got this much stability going on, don't hesitate to once in a while let loose and be spontaneous. That's good for you too.
Very good. All right, I pulled beautiful uncaging.
Ooh.
And what this one is talking about is to allow yourself to get over your guilt of whatever it is that you're feeling guilty about. That's a prison and it keeps you locked up. You've got to let go of it and seek truth, and don't beat yourself up if you feel guilty about something. If you're feeling guilty, then whatever the situation is, go to that person, deal with whoever it is that maybe make maybe you told a little white lie to somebody because you didn't want to deal with them, and now you feel guilty. Own up to it, whatever. But just let go of that guilt, because that just keeps you locked up, and it doesn't do you any good.
The truth shall set you free.
That's right. All righty. Next up, we got MLR, December 18th. Why are you afraid to ask? There's nothing to be afraid
Afraid
of.
to ask. Okay. So for MLR, we have the King of Hearts, Master of the Heart, emotional romantic power, healing through love, paternal power, and your challenge is arguing, being overbearing, or immature. So this would be like the King of Cups in the tarot deck.
Here we go.
You're at the top of the heap with the king level. So, be aware of your power and use it thoughtfully and judiciously with people. This is probably somebody who is maybe more gregarious, or people are just kind of attracted to them, easily. And, that's a lot of power to have to handle that kind of attention and whatever. So keep your head on straight, but beautiful card. And see how he's looking. That king is looking right at the heart. That's his focus. All the different face cards, they kind of look in a little bit. There's like one-eyed jacks. I think there's a one-eyed king, but it's interesting to see what they're looking at. So
they're looking towards something or away from something.
Mm-hmm. So he's really focused on that heart. So I would say your emotions and romantic things are important to you.
And now y'all watch me sit here and shuffle.
Oh, look at that.
You got uncaged, beautiful uncaging again. So again, let go of that guilt. Don't drag it around. Don't let it drag you down. Just move forward. Let it go. There's always tomorrow to go forward. So
in Jin Shin Jitsu, I learned it's like, if we hang on to baggage and you visualize your baggage like two suitcases. So you're always carrying around these two suitcases. Well, your hands are always busy carrying around that baggage, and you're not able to create anything new or, do whatever your heart's desire is because you're just busy carrying around baggage. So
exactly.
Put the suitcases down and let the train take them off in another direction, and get busy on something new.
Exactly. Let's see. Viviani's here now, and Bunny Hop, and Allison, Aries Girl Tarot, is here, and we getting lots of people showing up here.
Everybody, happy to have you guys here. I think this heart being there is throwing off the camera, so I'm moving it because I think okay. Depth of field. You know how it is with cameras; they're so.
Yeah, they're picky.
Oracle cards. Hey, Pirette.
Okay. Pirette would like oracle cards, please. Okay.
And Easter eggs were traditionally painted all red, and because red was the color of light. There's some cultures like Eastern Europe and whatever that they do that, and they'll like plant the red eggs out in the field, and that meant something. I don't know, good crops probably. But one of the origins of the story about why we give Easter eggs goes back to like peasants when they had to pay eggs to their king or whatever.
Ah,
And it kind of went back to
um,
that, giving them as gifts on Easter.
Perrette, hold on just a second. MLR had a question. Um,
What you got?
where did it go? Oh, asked, are those destiny cards um, just chance draws or
No, it's
no?
based on her birthday.
Yeah,
Her. I don't know. ML. I'm not sure. I apologize if I misspoke.
yeah.
But
It's
it's
based
what
on your
you're.
birthday.
Yeah, the Destiny cards. I mean, you can play with them and use them in a like just a random pull method. But the system is set up kind of like how astrology is. Uh, so it's not so much intuitive, although there is an intuitive factor in doing a reading. But how the cards relate to each other
Right.
And we did a show. I explained that. I don't know if it was the first show we did together, I think, Sherry, where I talked about that. So if anybody's interested, they can go back and watch that on Sherry's channel. And um,
Yeah, we had all of that. Yeah, pardon me. My hair is doing this like crazy wackadoodle crap today. It doesn't want to cooperate. So,
well, speaking of hair, with the pandemic and everything, I had not had my hair cut in 4 years, literally 4 years.
wow.
And my girlfriend that moved here from Indiana, I met her because she was my hairstylist. So finally she got settled in and, things got settled down enough. So she cut my hair. Was it on Thursday? Yeah, on Thursday. And Friday morning, we went to Safeway to go get groceries, and this guy tried to pick me up. He goes, your hair is so beautiful." And I'm like, "Oh my God." It's just, you know how you get self-conscious about yourself. And then he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, tell your husband, start this or that." And it's like, I'm not married. So I told him, I said, I got rid of the husband thing a long time ago. I wised up a long time ago. He goes, "You sound just like my ex-wife." And he walked away. But
Yes, one's enough.
but it made me, it was really nice to hear right after getting my hair cut that, somebody noticed. He was a nice guy. He wasn't a bad person. But
Yeah.
it was just kind of funny. It was
I
your
know my hair was like
stereotypical pick you
super
up in the
duper duper
protein
duper
part.
short pixie cut when the pandemic had hit. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was like a good year and a half before I could go get my hair cut. And by then it started growing out and getting long. And I was like, you know what? I really miss having long hair. So
Yeah.
I went to the salon and said, just kind of trim it up and let's let it grow and see what happens. And so that's where I'm at now. It's just now hitting my shoulders. But I go like every 6 weeks and just get a trim. And because your hair grows faster if you cut it on a regular basis. But I
And on
don't
the
cut
new
it.
moon, too, when things are growing.
Yeah, I don't cut it very much. I cut just just
Mhm.
kind of trim and shape it and get the dead ends off of it. And then I have days like today when I'm tempted to get the 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 clippers and just go and
Yeah, really.
be done with it.
Well, mine had gotten so long I was sitting on it, So like 2 or 3 times over the 4 years, I just hacked off a bunch, just to cut it. But it was in such need of really a good trim at the bottom. So it made my day. It was just kind of so stereotypical, some guy in the produce department of all places.
Yeah, and you got people talking about ponytail haircut videos on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
Um, actually tried doing. Somebody asked me if they did their hair, pull their hair up when I cut it. I was like, yeah, but don't hold me to it if it doesn't work right.
Yeah.
And it actually turned out fairly good. I mean, considering she had really long hair, so and we
Yeah.
didn't cut a lot. We just cut a couple of inches off of it. But
Makes a
anyway,
big difference.
okay. Well, if you want to go first, and then I'll.
Sure. Okay, so for Pierrette, I pulled card 33, Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. And this card talks about a time of travel and adventure. So,
Oh, I like that.
the restrictions are getting loosened up and, people are able to get out and about more. So maybe that's something and it's the, warmer weather is coming. And it also says help is available. but let go of your need to control. So, you think about horses and how we're able to help, you know, direct them to help us by through control, how they wear their harness. And in Jin Shin Jitsu, the safety energy lock that's right there below your eyes, safety energy lock 21, is release from mental bondage. And you look at where do horses wear their bridle, it goes right over that safety energy lock, and that's how they're controlled. So if you want to help release yourself from any kind of control, like your own controlling thoughts, or you feel someone's controlling you, just put your fingertips right there on your cheekbones underneath your eyes. That can really help release that bondage.
Very good. All right. And I pulled for you the power of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here that you're being invited to step into a new empowered sense of authentic purpose. Bolstered by a healthy dose of self esteem. You're called to release your old conditioning. There's no need to be self conscious or act a certain way to please others. Um, just step into who you are, kind of like taking back your power. Be you, and don't worry what anyone else may think. Just be the person that you want to be. Um,
Yep. That's that
Hi,
freedom
Teresa
thing.
TK is here, and Rose Blue showed up, and Bunny Hop is here, and wow, we're getting a bunch of folks in here.
Yay. Thanks for
Okay,
spending Easter with us, everybody. We appreciate you so much.
very much so, absolutely.
Okay,
Um,
Samantha.
okay, Samantha wants an oracle card, please.
You were talking about that stone, that the one that you lost track of, that cluster, or, geode. And when in 1969, I grew up in Western New York, and in 1969 they diverted the water flow over Niagara Falls, and so you could go down and walk behind there. You could then we went there. You go down in an elevator, and you could walk behind the falls. And I had fun. I was like, was I 11 years old, and there was this beautiful amethyst crystal down there, and it was huge. And I snagged it and stuck it in my purse. And then it was this big, ugly yellow purse, and my brother was 7 years older than me, and the stone got too heavy, so I made my brother carry my yellow purse. He hated me for that, but I don't know, whatever. I think my sister absconded with it because I can never find it again. I remember when I was young having it at the house, but I don't know what. It was so beautiful, but the energy in that thing from being at the base of Niagara Falls forever,
Oh
was
yeah,
coolest.
must have had a lot of power to that.
Yeah, I wish I had it, but it's been too many decades since I saw it. I know that's not coming back.
Or not yet. You never know; it may show up.
So I pulled for Samantha. I pulled the Sandpiper Spirit card 51, about being playful. So get out there, and the sun's coming out, it's getting warmer. Be playful. You think about how sandpipers, how they're kind of like the little clowns at the ocean. They're how they bop around and look, stick their beaks in the sand, and um, they're kind of fun to watch. And it says to explore the familiar, discovering the new and the old. So, maybe go on a treasure hunt, or, you know, very, I
Go.
just think they're such fun birds.
Yeah, they look like they'd be fun.
Yeah. So there you go, Samantha. Be playful.
Here you go. And I pulled Earth Magic, which basically is talking about get grounded, ground yourself. If you look closely at the picture, see if I can get a little closer. Um, it's spirit and electricity, whatever the magic of Earth is flowing up through the dirt and into her feet as
Wow.
she's standing on the grass. So one of the reasons why it's really cool to sit and walk barefoot, if you can, if you're somewhere where there's like a park, or if you have grass in your yard or something like that. I used to love to do that. Just go walk barefoot in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then That's the one thing I missed when I lived in Phoenix. No grass.
Yeah, you don't walk barefoot very long out here.
No,
That's for
no,
sure.
not even. Because if you're on concrete, you're gonna burn your feet.
Yep.
And
And the
and
grass is full of goat heads and other little prickly things. Goat
that's
heads are
it.
like a sticker. That's not actual goat head. It's like a hard little seed that's got sharp thorns, like you know those bombs they used to drop in the ocean with all the spikes coming out of them. They were a
Yeah.
ball. They're like that, only they're waiting for you to step on them.
Oh yeah.
Grass. So what would
Yeah.
you?
Nowadays, you have to be careful because people take their dogs walking everywhere, and
Well, people spraying chemicals on the grass. That's what I don't like. You know,
that too.
fertilizers and all the other weed killers. And
Did we read Samantha yet?
yep, you just did.
Okay. I'm sorry. Snap.
That's okay.
Next one up is Rose Blue.
Blue. Hey, Rose
A
Blue.
card, please. And thank you. Absolutely.
So Easter, the whole idea of Easter goes all the way back to the Egyptians, and it's connected to even Hathor, you know. And
Yep.
then there's the goddess. I don't know how it's Eostra, Estra, and it's like how we get the word estrogen from that, and so that's like
Okay.
the
I know it's also oh, Rose also wanted, I guess, a destiny card. She put her birthday 8/8.
oh didn't we do her? She's the August 8th. That's the Lion's Gate.
That's the Lion's Gate. Yeah.
That sounds
We
familiar,
just
but we'll
we
do.
just pulled up Rose when she said a card, please. But she also put her birthday in, so
Well, she's the 8/8 is the 5 of diamonds, fluctuation in values, business journey, change in finances and sales, and your challenge is accountability. Oops, and the card flew off my fingertips. Sorry, guys. So this is
ooh,
somebody, you know, who has a lot of ups and downs, kind of similar to the 3 of diamonds. You know, the odd number cards, the even number cards are more stable as a rule. Odd numbers are more changeable. Doesn't mean
okay.
it's good or bad. It's just a different, you know, different energies, different life path. But 8/8, August 8th, that Lionsgate, that's a powerful day in the year. So I did a video on that. If anybody wants to go and look at my playlist, it's actually pretty interesting.
Awesome. And her information is in the description box below. You can go right over, and while you're there, make sure you subscribe and click that little notification bell, and share, and that way she gets her subscriber list up.
And
And
I have a little pause on creating new content right now. I need to get a new computer because this one is overloaded and it takes so much. You know how it is. It eats up so much on your computer. So
yeah.
I'm thinking I'm pretty sure I have a buyer for my car. And so when that happens, then I can get my new computer. Then watch out, baby. Get all kinds of ideas.
Well, when my son realized that I was serious about doing this, he upgraded my computer, kind of rebuilt
Good.
it from the inside out, and so that
Awesome.
I would be up to speed and raring to go. And now I'm thinking it might pay off to buy an external hard drive that I can
Definitely.
back everything up in, because
Definitely.
I keep
Yeah.
thinking, what if it decides to crash on me? Then I'm gonna really be screwed.
Well, and the other
I'm
thing
gonna
is,
lose all my information.
I'm
Is
working
it
on a
not cool for
laptop.
you
So
also, Rose? Um, the power of purpose. Again, another reminder: step out into your power. Step out into your purpose. Don't let anybody let you. Don't let anybody hide your light under a bushel, so to speak. Step into your power. Step out and um, be who you were meant to be.
I think
And
there's a lot of that energy going on now that things have shifted, like politically and in the world, and like pandemic is moving on. You know, I think it's still there, but you know, it's time to start. We've kind of been in this hanged man mode of, you know, suspension, and now it's time to start acting on all these things we've been dreaming about.
yeah, exactly.
And if she's born on that day, she's a wonderful manifester. So
There
you
you
know,
go. All right. Next up is Peg Watts,
Hey, Peg.
August 4th.
Another August baby. That's my girlfriend's birthday, the one that cut my hair. Ooh, here we go. Another diamonds card, the 9 of diamonds. So
Why
Peg
does
has
that
the
not
giver
surprise
card.
me?
Capital outlay, generous, financial completion. And your challenge is misery follows selfishness. So, beware of any selfish tendencies, but I doubt you have them if you're a giver. Can you guys see that? Here you go. I'm working on my new cards too. That's another thing. When I sell my card, I'll be able to have my cards printed. I have them almost totally designed. So,
There you go. Yeah, and then y'all can buy your own set of cards.
and they'll be different than this. They'll be similar but different. Be much easier to read. But this is a really nice card. And the 9's, the end of a cycle, beginning of a new. So time to, it's springtime. Time to plant something new financial future for you.
Very good. All right. Okay, what I pulled for you is bearing fruit. And it asks the question, if your life were a tree, what fruit would you bear? So just a small little reminder that everything we do will bear fruit of some kind or another, either good or bad, depending on what you pull out of it. So we're all connected. The flowers, the trees, the fruit, the grass, the us walking around barefoot in it. Um, it's very to me it's empowering to walk around in nature. When I really want to get like connect strongly with no interruptions, I have to go outside. Um, no matter how hot or cold it is, I got to go outside. And there's just something about sitting in nature like that that just really helps me feel connected to what's going on spirit wise. That helps me figure out what's my next move. What do I need to do next?
Also, you get away from the EMFs, all the radio waves and the technology in the house. The air is different.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you're breathing recycled air inside because you got your AC or your heater on. And so, yeah, that I got you, Bunny Hop. I got your day. Don't worry. Let's see. Did we just read Peg?
Yep, we did.
Okay. God help me. I can't think today. All right. Bunny Hop.
Perfect name for today. Bunny Hop.
I'm telling you. That's great.
Bunny Hop for you, based on your birthday of September 5th, you are the 6 of diamonds. And diamonds are, like finances or money or possessions. It's karmic debt, balanced values, financial payoff or no charge. And your challenge is paying your dues. So, 6s are one of the more stable cards. So, if you're with this saying the karmic debt, if you take care of your business as soon as it comes in, you won't have any problems, and I suppose that's true for all of us, but even more so for someone with the 6 of diamonds as their birth card. So pay your dues, but 6 is a good foundational card. So good card. And I know it looks like there's not all the pips on here, but that's just because they're covered up with the stickers. It is the 6 of diamonds.
And then I pulled for you body and soul, which I'm completely going blank on. Wait, let me look. She's talking about self-care. You take care of you. You can't take care of anyone else or provide any assistance or care for anyone else if you're falling on your face exhausted. So it's very important to take time out for yourself. Go get that manicure, go get that pedicure, go soak in a bathtub for an hour, in a hot bubble bath, put on some music. Go to the beach, go take a walk in the woods. I mean, just whatever that helps restore you. Make sure you take time to do that. I my brother and my son and I spent 10 years taking care of my mom until she passed. She had dementia. And one of the worst things I did, especially in the beginning, was not taking time out for me.
Yeah.
And making sure that I was getting the rest I needed so that I could be better equipped to handle her. Um,
Something I learned in Jin Shin Jitsu is it actually takes energy to sleep. So pushing yourself to the point of dropping you're not going to rest well after that, Be aware that don't push yourself to, I'm just totally worn out, totally exhausted, I'll sleep better. It doesn't work that way because your body does a lot of regenerating. Like your kidneys really do their work while you're sleeping, as far as really cleaning the body, for example. So that's like the janitor of your system. So
bye, Amanda. Have a happy Easter.
bye, Amanda. Thanks for coming.
Okay, let's see. In El Robichaux, my Cajun cousin here, had a question, not really a request for a card, but does mom or dad have a message for my sister Sue?
Well, I'll pull a card on it and we'll
we can pull a
ask
card
for the
and see
message
what.
to come through.
Um,
I'm not in my mediumship mode at the moment.
I was going to say that's I have to kind of prepare for that, and
Yeah, but still, we can still give a message. We can give some
absolutely
good cards and
sitting there
just so they
stuffing away,
understand.
y'all watching me as I do it.
Let's see what I got here. Oh, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. What a beautiful card. Card number 18. Just being kind
I
and
like
gentle and maybe somebody in the family had those big doe eyes. That's what I always think of with deer. And it also says, choose your words carefully. Understanding others and their needs are more powerful at this time than putting your own first. In doing this, if you put other people first, you'll earn 10 times the rewards. So, be there to help out each other. And also this is acknowledging that, I imagine Sue is the kind of person who does this kind of thing, who is a very caring, giving person. And, they're saying the rewards are coming for being such a wonderful person.
There you go.
Wonderful daughter. So.
And I pulled for you roots of abundance, which is just telling you to know and recognize that your abundance comes from within, from the roots, from your foundation. What is your foundational pool? What are you relying on? When we rely on ourselves and on what spirit gives us, we find a way to ground ourselves. We'll find that the abundance comes in all different ways, not just monetarily, but more importantly, comes in, love and companionship. And I think mom and dad is just trying to tell her to get grounded, to look around and be thankful for the abundance that she has right now. May not seem like much, but it's there. You just have to look for it.
True abundance is in the little things. It isn't the Lamborghini that drives up. It's that little thing, like I got hot water today, or,
My AC's working and it's 100 degrees outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I scored big at the grocery store and got a special, like I got $15 of free stuff at the grocery store yesterday just by clipping a couple coupons. One item was an $8.99 item for free. It was like, okay, that was,
Oh
that's
yeah,
no
I
money.
got my apps I use on my phone. I
Yeah.
go into the store and I'm clicking on everything. I went to the store the other day and I didn't really buy that much, but it was like over $60. And by the time it calculated all the bonuses and coupons from the app, my final bill was like $31.
Don't you love it?
I'm
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the guy standing behind me was like, "Holy crap! How did you manage
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah. Yeah. When
I said,
when
"It's
Tilly
all in the
first
app, man. Download the app."
when my
Oh,
friend Tilly first moved here, her brother came with her, and he's an attorney, real estate attorney, and we went to the grocery store together. And when he saw, it's like going to the casino. He likes to go to the casino, and it's like it went down and down. It was like took 50% off my bill, just like yours. And he went, "Wow, she really knows how
yeah,
to do that." It's like, yeah, well, that's what you do when you don't have a lot. What?
yeah. Shaw woman talking about green stamps. Yep,
Yeah, I remember
I can
those.
remember my
SNH.
grandmother sitting down with she had a little like saucer
Yep.
with a sponge on it
Yep.
that she would pour water on, and she'd sit with those little booklets with all those green stamps
Yep.
and,
SNH
and
green
pat
stamp.
them on this thing and put them in the book. And then my granddaddy would go to the store and go get whatever it was that she wanted. It's
Yep. Well, that was a long time ago.
oh yeah, we're talking
60s.
decades ago in the 60s. Yep. Um, and then when my son was little, there was a local grocery store here that had like the green stamps, but I don't know, they were called something else. But you would get stamps for groceries. And I remember finally getting enough stamps I could get one of those stand mixers where the bowl
Oh,
turns itself.
yeah.
And I had always wanted one. It wasn't a real fancy one. It was actually kind of a crappy one. It only lasted for about a year, but still, it was nice. And then I won a stand, like a nice stand mixer, one of the super deluxe ones. I won several years ago some online contest on, I don't even remember who it was now. And it was like, fill in your email and da 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 da.
Hmm.
And so I said, okay, what the hell? And I won that, a nice
Yay.
KitchenAid stand
Oh,
mixer.
those are the best.
It's got the thingy in the front where you can buy the attachment to like
Yep.
grind your own meat or make
Right.
pasta or
Wow.
it's a big heavy duty one. And I've used the heck out of it. It still works like new. Um, Wayne plaid stamps. I don't remember plaid stamps.
So do we have more people?
Eleanor says I'm from Germany and I remember those. Yeah. Um, so does anybody else want an Oracle card pull or want a Destiny card pull? We just need your birth month and birthday. We don't need the year. Or if you want to get your spouse or your kids read, it's just just like a quick overview of what that birthday, the general characteristic, I guess you would say. Um, oh yeah, Solomon talked about the blue laws. I
Oh, yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, there was no grocery stores. No stores were open on Sundays.
Yep,
And then on
exactly.
holidays, there was no way. No, nobody was open on Easter or Christmas or any of the holidays.
Oh, what? I mean, you there was no stores open on Sundays. Uh, and a convenience store on a Sunday, you couldn't buy alcohol. You could go in and
It's still
put
like
some
that in
gas in
some
your car or
places.
something like that, but you couldn't buy alcohol.
Some places still have that where you
Yeah.
can't buy alcohol inside or even get served in a restaurant.
And let's see.
And I can't stay extra long today because I've got a gathering
Very
after this.
good. Oh, Jessry, it's my daughter's birthday. I just found out that I'm going to be a first time
Wow.
grandma. Awesome.
Hey, congratulations.
Okay, we got us a few here. Um, Hail Robichaud, July 24th.
Let's see what we got here. Did we already do this with this? It's the same
We
card.
answered another question for her. And
Because
then
I
when I
have the
said
Four of
something about
Clubs.
the
Is that
destiny
the,
cards, yeah.
yeah, I have the Four of Clubs. So this is mentally strong. I know I pulled this card and I don't know if it was for this
I
person.
think it was somebody else that had it.
Okay. So mentally strong, keepers of knowledge, stubborn, having a practical mind, relates to the earth, and staying centered is your challenge. So stay connected, stay grounded. It's a good solid card, good mental stability. So this, how we do this with some people may not know, there's a playing card, a face card, well, not a face card, but a playing card for every day of the year except for December 31st. And that card is the Joker. So that person can pick any card that they want to be from the whole year. But this is sort of like a fixed thing, sort of like how astrology, like saying, oh yeah, I'm a Sagittarian based on when I was born or whatever. So this is just kind of narrowing it down and showing what playing card you are, destiny card.
Cool. Okay. Jess Reed, December 2nd.
And did you do that the person
Well, I
before
just read a oracle for her for the
okay. Got
so I didn't see the need to do another one.
I got you. Just want to make sure we got everybody. Want
Yeah.
to keep our people happy.
Just a few more after this and then we'll be done. And I've already said questions info closed. So
okay. So for Jess, December 2nd, we have the Three of Diamonds, creative finances, money concerns, financial uncertainty, and having reliance upon others. So, this is probably somebody whose money kind of goes in and out of their bank account. But, through your reliance upon others, you can build that, but just be careful that you have your boundaries up if you do enter into something like that. But
very good. All right. I pulled for you. It is what it is. How many times have we had that thrown in our face? And it says radically accept life on life's terms when you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire. More of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes to transform, to become and do what it is that you truly desire.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool.
New grandma, how exciting.
I'm telling you. Okay, Barb's Wheel of Fortune, August 19th.
Another August baby.
Okay. Hi, Gina. Hi, Elnora.
So for Barb, she's the Seven of Clubs. Intuitive power, faith, hope, and trust. Let go of pessimism. And your challenge is having the need to enlighten your mind. So the 7, is a very spiritual number. And, the clubs are about mental things. So this is a person who probably has a lot of psychic or intuitive abilities. And, delve into that more. Have faith and trust that you're getting the right answers, if that's something that you're interested in doing.
Very good. Okay, and just to let everybody know, we've got 3 left to do, and then that will do us for today because we've been here an hour, and Juno can't stay late today. So, we have Barb we're reading now. We have Shaw Woman, Linda De Gonzalez, and Elnora Jones.
Okay.
So that's who we've got. And Barb, I pulled for you. What does it say? healing the heart.
Oh,
And it says, the path to healing the heart centers on reciprocity. I'll get it out in a minute. The flow of giving and receiving. Sometimes wounding occurs because we've become too dependent on another, and this is accompanied by the desire to manipulate or control an outcome. Both wounding and healing usually begins within, not from the out. We often believe we can be wounded only by others, but we do more damage to ourselves in the self sabotaging way than we realize. So it's important to take steps to heal yourself and become willing to release the pain of the past. So let go of whatever it is that's been hurting you, and and be willing to accept what new is coming along. I feel like there's some good stuff that's coming your way. Okay, next up is Shaw Woman,
another
November
one.
1st.
Okay. So for Shaw Woman, we have the Six of Diamonds, karmic debt, balanced values, financial payoff or no charge, and your challenge is paying your dues. So, sixes, we had this card come up for somebody else today, and it's funny how the cards are repeating. And lots of sixes. Sixes are good. Six is a fixed number. So, if you've been good with your money and your generosity and everything, that will come back to you tenfold. And if you're having issues with abundance, look at what's your role that you're playing in that. And, like I said, being thankful for the littlest things, instead of, because this was a challenge for me for decades, struggling and always thinking about, oh, woe is me, I don't have this, I don't have that. When I started focusing, like I said, even just I've got hot water, or I've got, air conditioning, or with those little things, or that letter came in the mail when I needed it. When you start looking at the world and being thankful for all those little things, you realize you've actually got a really abundant life, and you'll attract more good stuff. So good card.
Very good. And I pulled for you Great Big Love. Isn't that cool?
Beautiful.
You're being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect. Love your life, love what you do, and love how you contribute to the world. Today, invite love with a capital L into your life. You will be amazed, and your questions may change as a result and give you better answers. But mainly, it's just accepting love, unconditional love. Let it fill you. Don't put conditions on love, whether if it's love for another person, love for yourself, love for an animal, lots of different kinds of love, but it's just accept that love. Okay, and we got Linda now, February 15th.
Lots of diamonds today. Here we go with another diamonds card. Isn't that funny? So she's the 10 of diamonds, the money card, financial protection, fortunate, dealing with lots of money, and your challenge is spirituality. So that would make sense, because this is like, one of the highest financial cards there are. So keeping that in balance with your spiritual side could be a challenge for you. Doesn't mean you can't do it, just that's maybe something you need to focus on doing. But this is somebody who maybe is a banker, or uh, deals with loans or real estate, or big money. So one of the best cards in the whole deck, especially when it comes to money and finances.
Okay, in this one, I pulled the Royal You, which is talking about responsibility, self confidence, self rule, ownership of your feelings, ownership of your actions, a quiet sense of empowerment, being self aware, and not allowing outside influences to cause you to step out of alignment with your truth. So this is the royal you is accepting your truth, and don't let anybody sideline you on that.
Well, that's a very powerful person. Between that and that big money card she's got,
Yeah,
she's a
yeah.
mover and a shaker kind of person. Sounds like.
That's what I was just saying. Like, wow, that's pretty good going together there.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, Elnora Jones, December 2nd.
No, it's a three of diamonds day today. It's the third time I pulled this card up.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Creative finances, money concerns, financial uncertainty, and the reliance upon others. So, when a card or more, however many shows up more than once in during a show, I kind of see that as a message for all of us viewers to be aware of that message. So,
Yeah.
I think, everybody, it's no secret to anybody who goes to the store or, has to pay for anything right now. Money is a challenge. So, but, this too shall pass. It's just like everything else. It goes in cycles. So,
And I pulled a tall tale. Again,
Pinocchio.
is this the second or the third time? Don't allow lies in your life. Seek the truth. Um, insist on the truth. Um, as they say, the truth will set you free. So don't allow anyone to let you live a lie, or don't allow anyone around you to live a lie. Insist on the truth, insist on transparency, and that will do you a lot of good.
And connected with that three of diamonds, don't lie to yourself about your finances. Face up to whatever it is and deal with it. And it'll be much easier in the long run if you do that. I know that's something that's a challenge for me. So
yeah, myself.
I take that as a personal, and like it came up so many times. So you're not the only one in that boat.
Yep, there you go. I'm currently phone shopping before my phone dies out completely on me. So
Right.
you see some that you like and you want, and then you're like, it's a little bit on the high side with the price. So it's trying to find that happy compromise. So, well, thank you everybody for coming and spending Easter Sunday with us. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Lots of hearts we got going there. So
Yeah, appreciate everybody, and it's nice to know. I know how nice it is when, especially if you're living alone or you don't get out much, to have a live chat and people to talk to, especially on a holiday. So
oh yeah,
we're really glad that you guys could be here to share this day with us. And
very much so. Thank you, Juno, for spending your afternoon with all of us, and we will be back on. Where's my calendar? We will be back on the 23rd. That's our next. That's our next showtime. Right here, same bat channel, same bat time, 4:30 p.m. Bet you half of the people in the chat's like, "What the hell is she talking about?"
that's right. We'll send the bat signal out for
You
all
can
you
tell
guys.
I
So
watched
you'll know when
Batman and
we're on.
Robin when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
But we're not going to be wearing those tight outfits.
No, you couldn't get me in one of those if my life depended on it.
No, not me either. It's like, bra? What's a bra? I don't know.
No, I just had to buy new bras. Yeah, it's nice having new ones that fit well, but it's also depressing.
Yeah.
Because they've gotten so much more expensive. It's like, really? That much for that little bit of fabric? I mean,
I know.
okay, maybe I have more fabric than others, but it's still. Wayne, take care of your honey. I know she's not on her scooter anymore, so
That's great that she's up and around.
yeah.
I've broken my feet several times, both of them, and broken ankles and tore ligaments and everything. So I know what it's like to not be able to get up and move around like you need to. And then it takes time to get back into doing it. You get the muscles going in the right way, and
Oh yeah, I broke. I had stress fractures in one foot.
yeah,
Was in
me
a
too.
boot for like months.
Hmm.
And by the time it healed, I had put stress fractures in the other foot,
Right,
and I just had to
exactly.
switch the boot to the other leg.
Yep, there you go.
And then it went back the other way again. I re broke the. I was like, okay, this is enough of this.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, thanks
so
for so much for having me on, Sherry, and
you're
I look forward to
welcome.
getting together with you on the 23rd again.
That's it. Well, I look at this as our partnership. So we're doing
Definitely.
it together to help everybody. So
Yeah, and when I get my computer up and in a better get a new one, I'll be able to do more. So right now we're doing the
yeah,
best
we
we
can take
can.
turns then doing one channel or the other.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And the other thing is I'm on a laptop now and I can't see well enough to run things. I need the big screen to be able to
yeah,
do
yeah,
everything. So it's a
yeah. My
process.
computer is like literally my monitor is right here.
Yeah,
It's not even. I can't even stretch my arm out straight.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
and with
So
my glasses on, and I'm still like, what does that say? So
yeah, but I appreciate
I'm
the
working on
all
my new
that you
glasses to
host and
come
do
in.
all the hard work you've been doing. I really appreciate it, Sherry, very
Oh,
much.
well, you're more than welcome. Thank you for all you've been doing. You're the one that sends me all the pictures and everything to do the slides. That's just plugging in the holes, so it's not that hard.
Sounds
Um,
good. Well, it's a good team then.
so yes, it is very much so. Everybody have a wonderful, lovely Easter Sunday. What's left of it. Don't eat too many eggs and stay away from the chocolate. More importantly, don't allow your pets to get any chocolate
Yeah, that's true.
because it's poisonous to them. So,
Yeah,
no matter how much they whine and cry,
yeah.
and they will do a lot of that. So, thank y'all. Have yourself a lovely holiday weekend and what's left of it anyway. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye,
Bye for
everybody.
now.
Thanks. Bye.